A Plague Tale Innocence is a game that's kind of hard to do a review for because a lot of the game comes down to story and character development and character moments, and it's hard to pick any of those to show without spoilers. So I've chosen a chapter 3 of about 17 in the game that will hopefully give you a bit of a taste of the gameplay.
Where did it come from?
We're nearly there.
But also showcase the thing the game does best.
Brother Morel should be here. We are the last two remaining.
I found it okay. The game itself is fun to play for the most part. There are some forced stealth sections that aren't great, but the story is strong enough to carry you through.
Stay here. Brother Morel. Brother?
What is the matter? Father?
No!
Stay close to me.
They ate him, Amicia. They ate him.
Where did they come from? How can there be so many of them? Protect us.
They're everywhere.
The light. They're scared of the light. It's a nightmare.
We have to get back outside, Amicia.
I know. Keep moving.
The rats are very well designed.
The other brother.
They're
We're
disgusting,
going to have to climb up.
horrible.
I'll have to put the torch down.
No, please.
Calm down. There's a torch holder. We'll still have light.
But then what?
We'll find something. I don't understand why there are so many of them. Fire. We need some fire. The wood will burn quickly. We have to hurry.
Go away.
So a large chunk of the puzzle solving in this game revolves around light management.
The light will protect us, all right?
Getting torches, getting sticks, getting fire, preventing yourself from being
That's their plague.
murdered by
They
rats.
spoke of a way out through the crypt.
Then there's also some light stealth stuff with guards, and there come parts where you can use rats against guards.
It's the exit.
You'd have to delete their torches first. You get a variety of items you can use. You start off with a sling that lets you throw rocks that help you to distract guards, throw them at metallic objects to make noises, stuff like that. Now to say, I don't want to show off too much of the game. If you do want to see more from the start, I did upload an entire playthrough of the thing, but I just want to kind of show off the neatness of the horrible horde of rats. Because again, it's a story-based game and it's hard to tell or talk about what's in there without going into spoiler territory. I'd say I enjoyed the majority of the game, apart from a couple of forced stealth sections that weren't the best. There are stuff like crafting mechanics where you gather materials to be able to upgrade your character, get perks and benefits, stuff like that. There's collectibles to find. It's good. It's not a game I would say is amazing, but for the budget they've put into it, you can see that the team was really dedicated to it and they put a lot of effort into it. Like, there's a lot of really nice touches throughout the game. There's a couple of missteps just with some cliched boss battles and stuff like that, where combat is not really the focus of the game, and the parts of the game that focus on combat are not great, but they're enough to get by, kind of thing. But I definitely recommend giving it a play. Like, it's one of those things where it took me about 12 hours to finish. If you can get it for a price that you can trade it back in and get a decent amount of money back, or borrow it from a friend or something, I'd definitely recommend a playthrough. But I couldn't recommend buying it at full price if you're not going to be able to trade it back in. Like, don't buy it digitally full price, because once you've beaten it once, you probably won't want to play it again unless you go trophy hunting. Like, it's very much like a Telltale story game that way, in that the story is the hook, and once you know the story, there's not as much incentive to replay. So yeah, definitely worth the playthrough, just not for full price.